First of all, state your name.
It's not even Prince, Clayman, and I'm from Ghana.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. I moved here in 2015. And it's history. Wow.
Do you miss Ghana?
Not really, no. Just the food, because I miss like being able to just go out, cross the street and buy food, like good food, not just go to the grocery store. None of that. I just wanted food that's already made. And it was just all over in Ghana.
Right.
Here, we starving at night and there's nothing.
You went, when you, right. But in New Jersey, that's where you grew up. That's like your teenage years?
No, I moved here in 2015, so like New Jersey was just me already grown up and.
How old are you?
I don't want to say it.
Why not?
27.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I feel like I thought you were like 24.
I'm not. I'm old. 96.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you moved from Ghana to New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
What part?
Orange, New Jersey.
And how was it in Orange, New Jersey?
It was perfect. It was quiet. But Newark is where like everything was happening. My school was in Newark. So it was good to like have because Newark is crazy. Newark is where all the craziness happens. So when I'm done with school, I'm done with that area, then I just go to Orange. And Orange is mad cool. It's very quiet. Halia is from Orange, South Orange, I think. Or West Orange. It's a very cool place.
Was there like a big adjustment coming from Ghana to New Jersey?
Of course, yeah.
Like what?
Everything. First of all, even the sun sets all the time, like at 5:36.
In New Jersey?
No, in Ghana.
What is that?
So like, we came here and it was during the summer. We moved here April 20th, my brother and I, and it was like 7:30 p.m. and the sun was still. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually, I've never heard of that.
We're actually, like, I used to see it in movies. I'm like, why is it 8 o'clock and they're saying they're going to dinner and the light, it's just sunlight outside, like in Ghana, like when I'm watching movies. Mm-hmm. But like once I moved here and I saw it, I'm like, oh shit, it's real. So.
Damn.
That's just one thing. And then it was like laptops and everything for every exam or like I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to like a lot of things. But then there was freedom, but not really, because my mom was like, she can't have this like outside just like that. So once you're done with school, straight home. Damn. It was just a lot. I don't think I really did anything until like a couple of months. Then things started getting interesting in the socializing.
What do you mean doing anything? You didn't do anything. What do you mean by that?
Like go out with friends. Whatever.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah. Like in a Ghanaian household, even though you're grown, you're really not grown. So they have to check everything that you're doing. Really? I was like, what, 18, 19? But still, you can't do anything.
Damn.
Yeah.
So growing up in Ghana, like...
No.
So like how was it? How'd you feel, like, growing up down there, like...
How did I feel? Like, it was hard in terms of me being me, but everything else seemed fun for everyone else because they were cool. Like, there's nothing to worry about. It was fun, but I was just going through my own thing. Even it's not just students that are going to be stupid towards you. It's going to be professors as well. So it's like, because I had this going on, I had to be perfect in every other thing just to be included in whatever is going on, like academics and appearances, like cleanliness or whatever. Like everything had to be perfect for me. Professors were jerks.
What would the professors really say to you? Like, what was some of these things?
Oh my God, everything. It's like, but I think because of what I was saying, like everything else being perfect, it wasn't too harsh. But then it was still something. It was like, why are you always playing with the girls? Why is this? And sometimes they'll just punish you for just playing with the girls.
Really?
Yeah. And the crazy part is, one of the professors that did that, he like I'll be playing with the girls. I'm like, why are you always with the girls? Blah blah. Do you want to be one? Like those kind of things. And then he would just punish me, tell me to kneel down, and then he has his minions around him. It was crazy. But after I moved here, like he's in Maryland right now and married. Now he's trying to mess with me,
No.
which is crazy.
He moved from Ghana to here too?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's in
he
Maryland?
moved in before I moved.
Damn.
Yeah, and now he's texting me and all the craziness. And
Really?
when he found out I was in DC, he was like, "Why didn't I see him?" I'm like, "Don't even. I'll show you the text." I have to text on like Facebook, and then I think regular messages.
Was it, so do you think back in Ghana, like, they're very strict on homosexuality?
Yeah, I think that's why he was even acting like that.
Right, that's why he was acting.
He was.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you think, like, there's still there's a lot of homosexuality going on still, I would
Oh
assume?
yeah, I feel like when I was there, even though it was around, it was like something that people just sweep under the rug. Like it's not really in news and all of that. But now it looks like you have people, LGBTQ community just coming out with flags and
Really?
protesting, and now it's going to parliament and they're debating if it's legal, illegal, whatever. Right now it's crazy over there, and I think everybody just wants to leave.
So, is it, like, punishable by, like, they send you to prison if you're...
Well, when I was there, right now I have no idea what's going on
Right.
really, but when I was there, the act of homosexuality was sodomy.
Mm.
So I think they would have to cut you in the act before they could arrest you or something.
Yeah, that's actually a weird ass, like, how the fuck...
Yeah, like it's so stupid. But certain people were just setting up like other, like they'll
Really?
set you up.
Yeah.
Like I'm here right now, like someone would just invite you to come. They have like cameras and all that.
What?
And they'll wait for you to try to advance. Because when someone invites you, they think like, oh, okay, because they tell you that this is what you're gonna do. So you come and you think you're in a secure place.
Facts.
Nah, they're actually maybe recording, or there are people behind the windows or something, and then they attack you once you make the move, and they beat you up, and then the police come. They don't really do anything, and I think before I moved, there was this guy, something like that happened, and they were just beating him up, and no one really did anything.
Really?
Police were just there, like it was. There's no one gonna fight for you like that.
Oh, yeah. So when you, like, who decided to move here, your mom?
Yeah.
So when she decided to move here, were you relieved by that, or did you want to stay?
It was different. It didn't just work out like that.
Okay.
Because first she was trying to get her papers in London. I was like, what, 4, 5, 6 maybe, and my dad died when I was like 6. So she came back, and someone was like, it's better in the United States to get your papers, like it's gonna be quicker. So she came here, and then we were in boarding. She had to leave us in boarding school. Because she was fighting with her family and my dad's family because of his death, and it was a whole thing. So we had to be in boarding school, and she was here. So it's been like years in the making. So 2014, when things just started happening, and they're like, oh, we're getting the visa, the card, whatever, and they told us that we got it, and 2015 we came here, and then that's it.
So were you happy to leave there, though?
Of course.
Okay.
Like, could you imagine? It would be too much. They'll probably beat me up.
When you got, right, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, I wouldn't say it's any, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot better than Ghana, but it's like, it's back in
It's
2015,
crazy
like,
here,
yeah,
but
it's still.
I feel like at least there's someone there that's gonna fight for you over here. There's someone here that's gonna match on your behalf. There's someone there who's gonna be like, you can use this bathroom. In Ghana, you don't have that. It's just you could say it, but no one is actually gonna do it. Like, so there was a lot of hope coming here for me.
So
I didn't want to take it for granted. So,
exactly, yeah. I feel that. When you got to New Jersey, you were still like how you dressed was like a male, I guess, stereotypically.
Yeah. And it was, but it was just better because I still felt comfortable to do other things. Play with my hair in different styles, whatever. It was just comfortable to do all of that. I wouldn't be able to do it in Ghana. So,
so when did you like? Because I feel like when you first got to dental school.
Yeah, look.
Yeah. Tell us about that. What do you mean?
Oh my God. So, the trans thing, right? So, dental school. When I was in Jersey, I wasn't actually dressing up or whatever until like I had to go out with maybe friends or meet up with certain people. I was now getting comfortable with everything. That was like 2019, 2020. And I started getting more comfortable going out the way that I am. So when I moved here, I'm like, we had the cookout thing. And then they were like, I was like, okay, what do I do? Like, I want to make a statement so they don't expect anything else. So I just came out to the cookout looking like that. And I could see some of them were just, you guys were just freaked out.
I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember.
You said nothing to me. The only people, no, for real, the only people that said something. So the only people that said something to me was Peter, Keith.
Like, what do you mean said something like hi?
Not just hi, like they just had a conversation with me for like at least a minute or two.
Okay.
And Bronson.
I feel like I talked to you.
No, you did not.
That's cat. I don't know.
I swear to God, the only time you and I had a conversation was one time. I remember so well. One time we were on our way to lab. And then we just said something about working out, and you were working out with Sasha and something.
Oh, yeah.
That was just that one time.
I do remember.
And then at the Halloween party, that was the second time.
Wow, you remember everything.
I remember everything because you don't understand. This is something that is very difficult, and people think you're just choosing to do something and you're just living through it. Like me coming to that cookout was a statement for me to just show everyone and be like, okay, do not expect anything else. Like, this is who I am. But when it was time for school, I'm like, I didn't know how it was going to be received. I didn't know.
By the faculty or just like everybody?
Everyone. So like I had to kind of like tone it down. So I was like wearing the bow tie and I was compensating with like the huge earring and maybe like an eyeshadow. And it was just killing me inside. I'm like, oh my God, like I don't want to be wearing a bow tie. I don't want to be wearing a tie. I don't want to be wearing a suit. So I was just going through a whole lot and I was in my own little space. And eventually I was just, when they had that seminar for the Title IX thing, you know, like, you can do this, you can do that. I was getting comfortable because I felt like there was someone there who was going to be, to make sure that I'm okay. So the hairstyle changed from just the short things, like the longer one, and not too much on like crazy eyeshadow just to come to class. Maybe a little bit something here and there. And I was gonna say something, but just lost it. But
yeah, the Title IX thing, I don't even think about like those little meetings,
no,
but
like
that
people
does.
do not understand how it's very important because it just makes whoever is over there feel secure.
Right.
So like I was like, okay, I'm feeling secure. I'm gonna be in my, you know, do whatever I have to do, and people are not just gonna be. I mean, I know for sure people are saying shit behind my back, but then I know they're not gonna say it right in front of me. And the reason I texted you guys and I was like the he or she, whatever, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be cool and let you guys choose whatever you want to call me, but just be respectful. Doesn't mean I want to be called he. Like, she is, she, her, or whatever. But I just wanted people to feel comfortable. And I didn't want to be in this space, like in everyone's faces like that, like the guys, especially the straight guys in the class. Because sometimes they think maybe you're hitting on them or and I'm like, relax, I get dick. Like, it's not. I get what I want. It's not. Coming here right now, it's not difficult. But they think you want them or it just makes them uncomfortable.
Right.
So I don't want to be in their faces or go towards them. And it also made me feel uncomfortable because so I was almost just alone or like with the girls. And when they say, oh, they are going somewhere, I'm like, I'm going home. I'm not. Because already I'm not feeling comfortable with all the suits and the outfits that I was wearing. So I was just suffering quietly. But every day I show up to school with a smile on my face because you're something that people are put off by. So you don't want to just have like a frown on your face and just so you smile and make it easy for everyone. But I was just suffering inside and I'll just go home and just be like, what the fuck? I have to take a nap to just clear all the craziness that had happened during the day. And I was just going through it. And in December of last year, I was like, this is too much. Like, I don't feel comfortable in myself. I don't feel comfortable in my body. And I called up the Planned Parenthood and we talked, and then they put me on the hormone. So, yeah, that's where I'm at now. And I just started getting better. Like, I started doing community service, like this semester. Yeah. Like, I'm feeling more comfortable in myself.
So you're still not 100% comfortable.
I'm not 100% comfortable.
But in the dental building, would you say, like, are you just overall, like?
Overall, like, just being comfortable with even just my classmates is just enough. It's more. I was gonna do something to make all the guys feel uncomfortable. Like I'm not gonna say it.
Why? Say
it in class.
What? Wait, I don't know.
Because I was gonna ask them like, how do they feel about me the first time they met me till now. I was gonna do it with. I actually already asked Markel and
Who? No.
Yeah. And I feel like they weren't really being honest because I know people like. It's shocking. Like you see it is shocking and you have to take it in and you have to think, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is this? Because some of them are just getting used to the gays and then there's this new thing, trans, and it's like, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, how do I interact with this person? Do I shake this person's hands? Do I give this person a hug? Like, what is the dynamic? So they just try to just avoid you.
That's very true.
Yeah, so sometimes I just make it comfortable for them, and I just,
I think 5-ups are just universally the better thing to do for everybody.
So I don't know why I'm so focused on making people feel comfortable. I feel like it just makes me feel comfortable because they are comfortable.
Right.
And I want them to just feel like I'm not, like, if people want me, they'll let me know they want me. And I like people who are obsessed with me, so I don't go chasing people like that. So it's like, relax.
So that,
we could just be friends. But as I was saying, so in the class, I just want those that are comfortable with me, that's fine. But in other classes, I don't know if they're comfortable enough. And I feel like some of them probably just pretend.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of them didn't actually know me the first year. So
True.
Some of them see me and it's new to them. Some of them have no idea. So for some reason they have no idea and then they'll just hit on you, but
they don't know.
They don't know.
Literally.
And I
but
don't
some
want to
they might know,
that.
but they were just
some of them they might know, but to me, in my mind, I have to take it as they do not know, so then I would have to let them know. I can just go around just telling you. I'm not sure if you're hitting on me or you're just being nice. So like I just usually try to avoid that. And there's this person after the camera's cut. I'll tell you guys a couple of times that it has happened, and then they didn't know, and it became a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I remember talking to you about that one time, like we were in like LH2, like in between like one of the classes, like the dangerousness that comes with that.
Yeah, no, I will tell you because I don't want you just it just happens and like there was this one guy, I'll tell you who it is when the camera's cut. But so I'll tell you the whole story because if I tell you later, because if I tell you, then people know who it is. Okay. But then he texted me about something, then we were trying to figure it out, and then it was done, and then he was like, "Can you call me?" I was like, "Yes." And then he called me, and then he was like, "Oh, he doesn't do this. It's very whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, like what's going on?" And I thought he was gonna give me something else, but then he was like, "Can we go out on Saturday? Like, what are you doing on Saturday?" And I was stunned for a bit, and I was like, "Nothing." He was like, "Do you want to go out on Saturday with him?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then I was like, "Where are we going?" And then he said, he was giving the details as time goes, like it gets closer. And at that point, I was like, this has happened so many times, so let me just ask, like, let me just make sure he knows. So I was like, you do know I'm trans, right? And he was like, oh shit, I didn't know. And I was like, damn. And I was like, damn. And we just started talking about something else and the conversation ended there. It was understood by me that that date wasn't going to happen because he didn't know. I wouldn't expect him to. He didn't have to say, oh, it's canceled. Right. So there's a lot of things that go on that I think people don't know. And as I was saying, me being uncomfortable or comfortable, it was just now that it's better, I can do things. I can go places. I can participate in stuff.
I feel that. Yeah. When you were, so when did you figure out that you wanted to do dentistry?
That was when I was in Ghana. So when I was in Ghana, I told my mom that I wanted to do dentistry. She was like, no. She was like, no, because like, who goes to the dentist in Ghana? Like, nobody. And really? She was like, yeah, no one. The only reason I was going was because my aunt was like in Ghana. They called it a dental nurse. It wasn't an assistant. And I don't know how they call it now over there because things have changed a lot. Yeah. But then it was a dental nurse. And she was helping me, like she would just make, like her boss, they were friends, and the boss was friends with my mom. And he would take care of us. He would give us like cleanings and whatever. And with my teeth, the only work I've had done is like when my baby teeth weren't falling out, so they had to pull them, extract them. So that got done. And I was like, I want to be a dentist, whatever. Wow. And my mom was like, no, absolutely not.
Why was your mom so against it?
Because her husband is dead. She's trying to get through, like, do everything for her children to be successful where she's comfortable. Because even in her family, like, people didn't expect her to get to where she was. And she was an accountant in Ghana, and coming here, she has to be like a caregiver. Like, it's just...
You're a hard-working woman.
Yeah, she's a hustler because the means to get here and to get, it's not easy.
Facts.
And it's not always, clean.
Right, facts.
You gotta do some stuff. So she was like, no, just, I want you to get to a point where you can take care of yourself and I do not have to do anything. And if I'm dead and I'm gone, like, you can handle yourself.
Yeah.
So, like, she was like, no, medical school, like, So in Ghana, I'm like, okay, I guess that's what I'm going to be doing. And then when we moved here, she was like, yeah, sure, everybody goes to the
Switched
dentist.
it up.
Yeah,
Damn.
and then it just motivated me, and I was like, I just,
Went after it.
yeah, I just kept going. And to me, it was like, also, if I'm going to do this, I'll actually have to be financially secured so that if anything happens, like, I don't have people in my corner. At least I have money to take care of myself.
Heck yeah.
So that's why it was part of the motivation to actually do dentistry.
Are you gonna try to do?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Specializes?
No, I wasn't gonna say that,
Okay,
but
okay.
I was trying to think like what she thought I was gonna say to keep it, but no, I was gonna say, are you gonna go back to New Jersey? New Jersey
Oh, I don't know.
to practice.
I don't know. Maybe I might stay here, or
You like it in DC?
I like it in DC.
Okay,
It's
right.
more quiet. Jersey and New York,
Quiet.
I have been through stuff over there. Like, since I've been here, I've only carried my pepper spray like once or twice. But in Jersey and New York, it's like I gotta carry it all the time. These are crazy.
I feel like
Insane.
Jersey's pretty rough. New York. Did you
Yeah.
go to New York a lot?
Yeah.
The city.
And that's where all the crazy things happen to me.
Yeah.
I think I already told you about this. I've told like almost all the girls in the class.
What happened?
When I had to sit in my car for this guy to finish jerking off on my window, and I was
in New York.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that.
No.
I had the video too.
You
It's on my
videotaped him.
phone. Because I was sitting in the car, I couldn't get out because he was looking at me, pleasing himself. Like, and I was gonna see someone, and I could have just moved, but then in New York there was no parking, so like I was going around, and I found this parking. I think I was going like 20th Street, and I found parking on like 26th, Second Ave, somewhere there, and I was gonna see this guy, so I was, fixing myself in the mirror and then I wasn't even looking. I just opened my door, and then there was a guy standing right there, and it scared me. I was like, I didn't want to do any sudden movement, so I just slowly closed it, and then I locked it.
Yeah.
Because when I even opened the door and I freaked out, he also like stepped back a little bit. So once I locked the thing, and then that was when he walked up to the car and he was like, "Lower the window." I'm like, "No." And then he put his thing out, and then he was trying to open the door. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I couldn't leave because like,
you didn't call the cops. I would just call the cops.
No, because I'm gonna see someone. I'm already late. Like I don't have
wow.
time to be doing. So I'm like, he should leave, but he just. I'm like, okay, let me just let him finish.
You let him bust on your car, and then you went.
No, I didn't even know he was gonna do it on my car. I thought maybe he's just gonna bust and leave. But then he busted on my window, and I'm like, "What? You really had to do it on the window?"
And then he just walked away.
He just walked away.
What a
But I
beast.
still had to sit in the car for like 5 minutes just so, because I didn't know if he wanted like around 2, and then I just get out of my car, and then he tries to force me into something. So like I just waited for a bit. I got out. I didn't want to leave it, go and come back, and so I had to clean it right there. I had wipes in the car, and
Should just went to
cleaning
car wash or something.
I couldn't do it that night, and I couldn't drive back to Jersey with come on my window.
Yeah, I should just fucking harden up.
Yeah. I think when I go back to the guy's place, I have to take a shower. I was pissed because
that's a terrible story.
It was so crazy, and people don't really realize. Because when I had in transition, or I like started identifying as trans, like these things weren't really happening to me like that.
Like, what do you mean? Like guys hitting on you like that, or what? What do you mean?
Not guys hitting on guys used to hit on me, but it's just it wasn't so bold, and it wasn't so like when they see you and they see like you're a girl, they see a girl, they just feel like they could just grab you and do whatever they want with you. Like it's not, because if I was walking, like I wasn't looking like this, and I was looking like maybe like Gabriel, and just like, you're not just gonna grab me and be. One time, this guy in New York, Harlem, got me in the. It was raining, and I think I was gonna see the same dude, and I was using a shortcut. At the time, I wasn't driving, so I was gonna use a shortcut, and I went through this alleyway. There were these guys sitting like close to the alleyway, but I didn't pay them any attention, so I just went through it. And I think one of them followed me, and he was like, once he just got close to me, he was like, bend over. And I turned, I'm like, wait, what? He was like, bend over. I'm like, what the fuck? No, I have to get somewhere. And it was like, he just kept, he was looking crazy. It looked like he had sniffed something or two. So I was like, nah, I was trying to play it cool. I don't want to piss him off,
Yeah.
or else it could get crazy. And then he was like, then I should just give him a hug. I could go. And that was a stupid thing for me to
terrible.
do. But I still did it. You know why? Because I didn't want to piss him off.
Right.
Because the alleyway, it was like a long run. I would still have to run. And this dude I went in for the hug. He grabbed my head, pushed my head towards his, crouching, was trying to take his thing out, and I was fighting, and then he was grabbing me, and I was still fighting, and then I had my umbrella because it was raining that day, but I wasn't really using it. It was just like a drizzle, so, and I just took it and I just started whacking him. At this point, my wig was off, and I'm looking crazy, just trying to fight off, and there were guys like at the end of the alley, and no one did anything.
Of course, that's New York.
No one did anything, and I just run out. Like when I started whacking him, he just, and I just run out I took my wig and I run out. And then when I got there, that's when they were asking me, "Are you okay?" Blah blah.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
like, shit.
I'm not doing shit.
What do you think? My wig is in my hand, and then you're asking me all these questions.
That is a crazy transition though, going from like nobody doing anything aggressive to you because you look like
I could go out, and one time I was just going through my phone and I was just looking at this, and I was out like so late, just walking around.
Right, just freedom.
Yeah, I cannot do that now.
Oh,
that is crazy. I can do it maybe to my car, like places that I know for sure. I'm just not walking.
Yeah.
But then I could just walk and go at wherever I'm trying to go. But no, I cannot do that at all. And I don't know if it's sad or it's okay. It's whatever. I guess it comes
being a girl. That's what
it is. And it's so different. Guys that used to even fuck with me then don't fuck with me now. Cause they're attracted to like a male form.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they don't fuck with me.
Really?
There's this one guy, I'm still friends with him though. We used to mess around, and then since the transition, it's like he can't. So we are just friends, and now we talk about whoever we are,
Yeah. So he just likes like guys.
That's what people don't understand, and that's why people think JJ and I are a thing, but JJ is gay. If JJ likes someone like me or parts of me, then you could say maybe he could definitely be into girls in a way, you know.
Facts, 100%.
And at least bisexual.
For sure.
But he's not, and he likes guys, and so as with those guys that I used to mess with, none of them, except for those that were bi or those that I was comfortable being feminine around, because they like that. And once I transitioned, now they're going crazy for it. Like it's almost like the best thing. They even treat me better than.
Really?
Yeah, they just give me stuff, and this dude just gives me $100 like every week.
Really?
I don't have to do anything because he's in New York.
Oh, he doesn't say. He in DC.
And he just gives me money. I'm like, really? I hope he doesn't just show up one day and be like, Yeah, I'm coming to collect. You're my wife now.
Damn, so you you're getting a little freaking refund
No,
checks
like
every
every
week.
Saturday, $100. It's on my phone. I
Really?
can show you since like May.
So
Yeah,
what do? You just save all that money and then what? Or you spend it? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't really look in my account, but
Wow.
it just comes in.
Nice.
Sometimes I use it for my hair or
Mm.
something. It's
I feel like these girls in our class, they don't even get that somehow. Just some do probably.
no, I mean, my down payment for my car was some dude that gave it to me, and my bed in my apartment was some dude that bought it.
Beast.
Not this one, like a different one. I've known him from since 2015, so he's known me through these two faces, and he doesn't. He's older. He doesn't care. He's just nice, and I don't have to really do anything with them. Sometimes I'll just send them a picture. The one who sends me the $100, he's like, I like your smile. So sometimes when I take a picture and I have I'm smiling, I'm just send it to him because it feels weird just getting all that free stuff. Mm.
You know what? I feel like you kind of make the class feel. You bring like a little bit more of like looseness to the class sometimes when you like post in the group chat or something like that. I feel like some of the times the girls are like a little bit more like they stay off to themselves or something like
Oh,
that, and you kind of like can bring people together sometimes with some of the things you
really?
say.
I didn't know that.
I feel like sometimes you do, like in the group chat.
That's good. That's good to know.
Shout out to Prince for that shit. So. But yeah, my question for you was, when your mom figured out your situation, like how did she feel? Because I know like what I hear about African parents with that stuff is like,
Let me tell you, recently there's still some denial going on, and I still don't even
wow,
understand
really?
it. I think she thinks I'm just playing around. I don't know if she knows how serious it is, but I haven't even told her that like I'm on hormones. She just knows that she and my aunt refer to me as her daughter and all of that. One time, JJ was with me at my place, and she called because usually I talk to her on Fridays. So she called me, and she was like, I was like, oh, I'm with a friend right now, so let me call you like later. And she was like, is it a boy or a girl? And I was like, it's a boy. Because she keeps asking me all of this. I was like, well, as long as it's not your boyfriend. And I'm like, what do you think all of this is for? He's not, but then like, what do you think?
Right.
And sometimes I just want to just.
Have you ever just been like, hey mom?
No.
Really? Do you ever plan to do that?
No. If you can't figure it, like, I am just living my life, like, if you cannot just look, I think she knows what it is, but then it's still in denial. So it's just like, I don't care. Like this, because she still pays for stuff for me. Sometimes I'm like, just do that.
In Ghana, did you have friends that you knew were gay?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still friends with. In Ghana, it was even crazier.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and some of them I couldn't even be friends with them in Ghana because I feel like we're doing too much.
Really?
I'm like,
They're wilder?
Yeah, like it was like too gay. And then like if you just bring too gay, I know, I'm sorry, but it was like too gay. I'm like, if you break that kind of attention to yourself, it's not gonna end well. Because in one of the boarding schools I was at, they expelled like about almost 100 students for being suspected of being gay or whatever. And it was crazy. It was like, I don't think some of them were even in the act of doing it, but then someone just went to say, oh, they saw this person with this person, so this person's out. And it's crazy. Like, what do you tell your parents? Because these are not people that, tell their parents that, oh, they're gay or whatever. Right. But now you've been expelled from the school. Why? Because you're gay.
That's
How
crazy.
do you explain that?
Right.
Like,
how did
they'll kill you. Like, then what exactly are you doing? And I hated that school so
Really?
much.
Yeah.
And the guys that used to bully you are the guys that are also messing with you
Facts, of
on the
course. I
low.
would too.
Even to this point, I had moved here and there was this guy. I don't regret doing this, what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into that exposing because you could end
Right.
up dead like
Facts,
that. I'm not into
dangerous
that at
game.
all. I hate it so much when you go on the internet and then there's like a trans girl just shouting and yelling that, oh, she messed with this, maybe a football player or something. And I'm like, if you call yourself a woman, why are you going out saying you slept with this guy? You want people to feel something. Because if you're a woman, it shouldn't matter, should it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, why are you like making it a thing for them to, you know, to make them feel bad or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
But I had moved here and there was this guy. I don't even know why he even did that because someone got married in our class, like he was from our class. He got married and they posted it inside the group that he's married. Everyone was saying congratulations,
Right.
whatever. And this dude just, for some reason, he just posted in the group. He was like, he didn't even say congrats to the guy. He just mentioned my name out of nowhere, saying, usually in that group they talk about gays and how they hate them and whatever. I was like, whatever, it's not me you're talking about. You just... But this guy mentioned my name, and then he said, Clayman in Ghana. I just used to go by Clayman because everybody was called Prince.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I just went by my last name. Here was my last name. Yeah, so he was like Clayman, he said it in like this Ghanaian, so I'm just gonna translate it into English, but he was like, basically he was like, when others are getting married, Clayman says he wants to marry or like be your girl and marry a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why would you mention my name in this?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, like it's just congratulations on your marriage. That's all you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't talk in that group chat.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, because my name was mentioned, like I had to go in. I'm like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, and he just kept going and going and going.
Really?
And I just posted his dick pic in the group chat.
What?
And I just...
He sent it to you?
Because we have had conversations, like crazy conversations
Oh, he's
like
just
that.
a delusional guy. Crazy.
But that's how he wasn't the only guy in the group that had sent me those things. And even there's another guy that I've physically like been in a relationship, not a relationship, a thing, a situationship with.
Heck yeah.
So, but they know to be quite, like they'll talk trash about the LGBTQ community, but I'm like, you're not mentioning my name.
Right,
so like,
they're just low key.
And they have to protect their
image,
masculinity, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you do you. But this one put my name there. So then I put his dick pic over there. And we're in boarding school, so they know what his dick looks like, and they know it's his. And his face was there a little bit, and I just slept. And now he was quiet. He messaged me privately. I'm like, I told you to stop. Then he was mad, and the guys in the group were like, come and explain yourself. Like, why does Clayman have your dick pic? So then they saw that it was bullshit coming from him. I don't like doing that, but for him to just put my name out there, I could have put more in there. I could have put the messages that we had, detailed messages, but this one, it was like a warning kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just put that there, and he was quiet, and I just was gone. Yeah, because there's no reason. There was no reason to do that, and unfortunately, a lot of guys do that. Even in Newark, when I told you Newark was crazy. So usually the guys that I was involved with were like in gangs and they sell meth. They call it Tina in Jersey.
Tina?
Crystal meth. And like me, who my mom thinks, I still think she thinks I'm a virgin. Like I do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hanging out with these guys, and I don't think she would ever believe it.
Right.
She would think my brother is doing it, but she wouldn't think I'm. But these are the guys that I'm messing with.
Mm-hmm.
because these are the guys that want like are more into, how do I put this? They they're not scared of anyone, not really. Like they can do their own thing and they're into whatever they're into, like girls, but then so anything that is close to that, they'll just, next to it is whatever.
Interesting.
But sometimes I am scared of the entire thing because they're telling you they want you to be in a relationship with them. Then you find out this one has a wife.
Yeah, facts.
Wildness. I'm like, what the fuck? And then one time someone's wife, I texted him, and then the wife responded and said, "Who is this?" But this guy, I'm his wife, and he's in jail for selling K2. I'm not sure what K2 is, right? I
K2 is
remember
like synthetic.
Yeah, synthetic one word. And I was like, okay, why would you like at least block me after texting? Because this could have been something else. And she's not the only one.
Right.
Some girl called me asking me about her man. Like I don't know him, even though I knew him.
Right, facts.
Like, I don't know him.
You be protecting these dudes out here. It's crazy.
And they're lucky that my voice is not really like that. Because if I like, they would have put something else together.
Yeah, then they're gonna, those girls start going crazy.
And it's not just you're cheating. Yeah. It's like with something else.
I do be seeing that sometimes. Like, this nigga fucking.
Yeah. And I talked to the girl like, I think she was like, oh, and I was giving her advice and all that. So I have the text for that. So I had to call my friends and we were laughing. I felt bad, but then she was like, I like when girls support each other. I'm like, yes. I don't know your man though, but and all these guys that you're messing with is just so scary because you never know when they're gonna switch up. You could be with them, chilling with them, and some of their gang members or something pops up. Now, you don't know if he's been telling you, oh, I like you, I love you, blah, blah. Now, you don't know if he's going to attack you or attack his friend for attacking you.
Yeah.
So, usually, I didn't want to do it in like a closed space because of what I've learned from Ghana. I don't want to do it like in a closed space in like their room or something.
Yeah.
Like, just out, maybe somewhere I can run from.
Facts.
So usually that was what I was going for, but it was becoming too much. Now I haven't dated before. I haven't been in a relationship like this is my boyfriend. I haven't had that before because I'm always in this relationship.
Facts, yeah.
So
I remember you telling me that you wanted a boyfriend or something. You were trying.
Well, now, yeah, and especially because when they put me on the hormones, you see how guys are horny like all the time. Anything could arouse them. It's not like that.
Feel like it for shorties?
Anymore.
I feel like it is.
So now, there's this hot guy, Benjamin's guy in my apartment building, and he was down for whatever, somewhere this year. And I was like, he's really hot. This is like some of the, he's almost sane. So
he's almost sane.
Well, he is sane. I started got in this apartment and it threw me off a little bit, but he seems like really nice. And he had the body and the face and the hotness of like the guys I was messing with in Jersey, but he's like really cool and not crazy like them.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe I could, mess with him and
make him your boyfriend.
Not really boyfriend, but like have at least something fun.
Yeah.
And when I was with him and we were doing stuff, it was exciting because it was like, oh, this hot guy just on me, whatever, we were doing. And within like 3 minutes, I was less excited and I was thinking of this crush I had on this guy during the summer. And I was thinking about the guy and I'm like, what the fuck? So I wasn't into it anymore and it kind of ended and then we were in the bed and I showed him, I don't know even why I did that. I just showed him a picture of the guy. Like, I like this guy.
Wow. What was his response to that?
He was like, yeah, he is cool. But the thing is, after everything, I told him that I knew I wasn't feeling it like that, so I had to call it off. I'm like, I can't, you know.
Mhm.
And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, I have, like, the guy that I had a crush on, he asked me out. He didn't. I'm just saying, just so I can break it off.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, so what? You guys are not married, so like we can still. I'm like, no, I don't do that.
Wow.
And he was like, he doesn't understand why I don't want to mess with him. And I'm like, when you have like someone you're in a relationship with and you don't really do that.
Mhm.
And he didn't understand. He was like, he still kept saying you're not married. To this day, he still texts me, but once in a while, not like
All the time.
all the time, like in the summer. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
I
like
haven't been in a relationship, and now sex is not just someone being hot for me. It has to be like some connection that we've had. Yeah,
that's important though, I guess you would say.
I guess, but it's a downer because I still have fun, but now it's like I can't just have fun.
You think it's the hormones that did that?
Yeah, because I'm not easily aroused like that anymore.
Can't
Like
just
it
be a
would
hot
just
piece of
be,
meat.
yeah, it's just like you're in the perfect spot. If you want to give yourself to someone, you want to give it, even if it's just for fun and you just want to do nasty stuff. The person's gonna be hot, but it has to be someone you have like a connection, some type of connection with, like someone like you're just safe with. Unless maybe it goes crazy and you just want to just have fun, like a one night thing, and just not be in contact with the person ever. But this one is in my building. I couldn't just do that. He's just 2 floors or something above me.
Yeah, that is risky.
Yeah.
So do you know of any other trans dental students, dental?
No.
So would you?
I was even scared.
You were scared?
I was like, can I really be that and be a dentist? Like, what is protocol? I started Googling like trans dentist and all of that.
It's probably just you that popped up.
I'm
playing. I know there's more.
I know it was just the one lady that popped up. But it was just so scary. It's like, if you're looking for a job, then how do you how accepting are they going to be? Like, do they think it's going to be too much? Do they have to change policies or whatever on how to? I don't know.
Do you think you should be more like upfront or out loud about or more popping on social media just because of where you are, you're a dentist or you're in dental training and stuff like that?
It would be great, right? But I feel like I'm tired of fighting for stuff.
Yeah, right.
I'm just so happy where I'm at right now. Yeah. I feel content right now, but I hope there's someone that's gonna come in and do all of that, but I don't have it in me. I can't.
That's good to have that though. So
yeah, but I do want someone who is gonna fight, because that's how we got to use the bathrooms and all of that. Like, should imagine me using the bathrooms with you guys. You guys would be so uncomfortable.
I didn't even know you did it, to be honest. I didn't even know you did it. I think I see you go to the girls' bathroom recently. Oh shit.
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'm uncomfortable with that beat, though.
No, I don't even know. I'd be going in the secret bathrooms.
The what? Secret bathrooms? The ones just for professors?
I don't even know. I'd just be finding different floors in the med school, and I'll be going in there sometimes if I need to get away. I'll go get a Gatorade and I'll just go chill in the bathroom. I might cut that out of this so people don't know that I do that. But yeah, what time is it? Oh, I never started the timer. What time is it? Alright, we could cut this. Do you have anything else you want to share with the folks?
I don't know.
I appreciate you coming through. You do this again sometime.
Yeah, a little bit funner. Like a part 2.
This is just the second episode. We're just getting it started, but thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
You